Guys, welcome back. It is Racer X, and today I'm actually in the 2019 Challenger Scatpack. It is really early in the morning, unfortunately, and so I've got my coffee in tow, ready to rock and roll, headed up to Kinneys Muffler Shop on the north side of Fort Worth. Those guys do some fantastic work. It is time to get a little bit of exhaust work done to this car, so I want to show you a really cool, simple mod that makes this car sound fantastic. So if you're on a budget and you still want your car to sound good, this is the mod for you. So I'm looking forward to bringing that to you guys. Also, if you are new to the channel, make sure you slap the subscribe button down here in the corner, hit the like, and we are off. We got the 1,000 horsepower helmet. So this particular shop gets really busy, and been trying for like a month to get the car in here, and they're just packed, completely booked. You just cannot get in, and it really shouldn't take them that long to do the car. It's just there are so many people that go up here. It's only one place. They're not a chain, but it should be. They do good work, so it should be really nice when they get it all done. So first come first serve on Saturdays. I figured let's take advantage, right? Okay, I made it. As you can see, I'm at Kinneys Muffler Shop. So it's really early in the morning. There's like not actually very many people here. I think there's actually one car that beat me here. So hopefully they can work me in pretty easy this morning. I'm really excited about getting this exhaust sounding right. And hopefully I can get this thing filmed for you guys so you can at least see kind of the process of this. So one quick item of note, Kirk, the owner of Kinneys, actually drives a hellcat, which I think is just awesome. His wife has a hellcat too, so I know he's sneaking around up here. He's here somewhere. He's probably in there doing some paperwork or something. Obviously, we know they don't open here for another probably 20 minutes or so, so I'm just gonna hang out. In case you guys are curious, yeah, I'm sitting here waiting my turn patiently. All right, guys, so here's our stock exhaust. Gotta listen to it. All right. Love it. So I was actually the second one in line today, so I did good. So we're gonna get this done pretty quick and early this morning, hopefully. So I'm super stoked about it. Okay guys, what they're actually doing is they're actually just deleting the mid mufflers on the car. And believe it or not, this is a fantastic mod. These guys here are really good because they're just so precise about everything they weld in place, the way they do their welds, like you know it's gonna be done right. But a lot of exhaust shops can actually do this. I'm just very particular about it. But as you can see, he's already in here cutting away the mid pipes and well, actually not the mid pipes, but certainly the mid mufflers. And when this thing is done, it should sound really good. So Jesus is actually the one who did the hellcat exhaust, and my exhaust on my hellcat is ridiculously nice. So I really like that tunnel ram that they put on my car. And hopefully we'll be happy with this mid muffler delete. But as you can see, a sign of any good exhaust shop, they've opened about 10 minutes ago, and they're already got trucks and everything lined up all the way around. So it is definitely hard to get in here. So as you can see, he's already got one of the mid mufflers out. Zoom in there. He's going to be doing some welding here very quickly to get that 3-inch pipe welded in place. These guys can knock this out in no time. Guys, check out all the tip options that they have here. It is pretty darn cool. You can see they've got examples of their mufflers here. And I'll tell you what, it is a pretty well organized little shop. As you can see, Street Demon, they've got all sorts of different tunnel ram type stuff here, different options. Very cool setup he's got. This is a sign of a really good shop, is when they're really meticulous about how the tips line up. That's one of the things about this particular shop is they are just super meticulous about getting everything lined back the way that it should be. So they spend half the time working on just those little bitty details in terms of just, you know, making sure it's right, and that is that's certainly something you want. One of the frustrating things about keeping the factory exhaust is that, like, I really like aftermarket tips. Matter of fact, I would probably go with like a black sort of circular quad tip on the back of this car. Problem is, there's really no room to put it in there because the rear mufflers are so close to the tips, these literally won't fit. So we're gonna have to stick with the stock tips, but it should sound really good. All right, guys, check it out. They're done. That was it. And they've got the tips lined up absolutely perfect, just the way they were. Let me kind of step under here and show you their handiwork. So there you go, guys. That is what it looks like when it's all said and done. And you can see these guys do some really solid work. Look how pretty that is. And you can't ever tell that there was really a muffler there. So anyway, really, really sharp looking. I can't wait to see what it sounds like. Let's see what it sounds like. Oh yeah. Yep. That woke it up. I like it. Well, on initial startup, the car doesn't sound a whole lot different, just a slightly louder exhaust note when you start it. So I want to drive this thing around and see if I really hear anything different. So there you go. After about an hour's worth of time, the mid mufflers are out of the car. I've got a beautiful, really nice straight pipe in there now. So really we just have the rear mufflers on the exhaust. And you know what? Those guys did really good work, as I fully expected they would. And the really great thing about this mod, guys, is that you don't have to come out of pocket a whole lot of money. All they're basically doing is making a couple of cuts, welding a new pipe in place, go to some place that does good work to make sure you don't have any holes in the welds or anything like that. You can see how pretty Kinneys does it. Really, really sharp looking. But at the end of the day, I mean, you're out maybe $175 or $200, whatever it is, whatever that muffler shop charges. And you get a, I wouldn't say an aftermarket sounding exhaust, but what this exhaust really sounds like to me is, it sounds like the stock exhaust, but it's just amplified. It has a little more snappiness, it's a little more aggressive, but it still has kind of a stockish tone to it. It's just amplified. It sounds actually really good. And it definitely woke it up. It definitely woke it up. And guess what, guys? You don't have to go spend $1,500 or $1,800 on an aftermarket exhaust. When you have a really nice exhaust already on the car, all you have to do is just kind of take advantage of what's there. All right. So in the Mopar circle, especially the Challenger and the Charger world, this mod is a pretty well-known mod. And for this very reason, you don't have to spend a lot of money to get an exhaust that sounds really robust. So I'm pretty happy with it so far. Definitely driving it home. I think it makes just a really nice tone. Like I said, it's like stock, just a little more aggressive. And you know what? At the end of the day, not out very much money to do it, and I think it looks fantastic just like it came out of the factory this way. So happy all around. So anyway, guys, hopefully you enjoyed the content, the Mid Muffler Delete here. Definitely recommend it. And that's about it for this one. So I guess I will catch you guys on the next one. So until then, Racer X. As a side note, earlier in the video, you may have heard me reference the fact that my Hellcat actually has an exhaust from Kinneys as well. This is their tunnel ram, and if you like a robust sounding exhaust, you will absolutely love a tunnel ram. Now, I will not necessarily confirm or deny if this vehicle has catalytic converters on it. Can't say, but I'll give you a quick listen to what this thing sounds like with the tunnel ram on it, just so you know. So there you go.